Disclaimer: we are unqualified and unapologetic. We are not professionals. We are not doctors. We are not mental health specialists. So take what works, leave what doesn't. Now let's do this.
Yeah. Turn the mic up. Turn the doubts down. Growth talk with the bass loud. Sessions and lessons. Unscripted.
Sessions and lessons, unscripted vibes. Joel and Gloria, host not hard to find. Light in the dark, but the beat still bang. Heal your mind while the speakers shake. Sessions and lessons, talk that's real. Laugh, cry, grow, yeah, we feel what we feel. Joel and Gloria, truth, no script. Self-help, mosh pit, let it rip. Yeah. Woke up stressed, world heavy on my chest. Hit play, now I'm breathing a little less mess. They don't preach, they relate. Couple goals while they teach you how to elevate. Marriage strong, but the humor reckless. Trauma talk mixed with straight blessings. No fake smiles, no polished lies, just scars, bars.
What's up, my peeps? It's Joel. Why are you looking at me like that? Host of Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. How are you? I hope everybody's well.
That look was a look of
Of what?
confusion because I had to burp and I was trying to hold it in its.
That's what you get for chugging stuff before we go on air. I mean, lady, come on. Anyways, that lady over there's Gloria.
Hi.
What's up?
Nothing much. What you doing?
Just hanging out, you know.
Being casual.
Yeah, being casual.
That's why.
Well, hope everybody's doing well. We're tired.
And it's only, what, Tuesday?
I don't even know what day it is.
I think it's Tuesday.
It's just been one of those weird
Months?
few days. Yeah.
It's only like the third or fourth day of the month and it already feels like February's gone.
I have no idea. But here we are.
Yay.
Still alive and kicking, I guess.
Yes.
So what's new?
Nothing much.
No.
No.
Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This was
Thank you for joining us. We'll talk
shortest
to you later.
podcast ever. Well, I've been kind of stressed, and I'm going to admit I'm a little bit. Pardon me. I try not to fall into a depressed state or thinking or whatever. It's been a little challenging as of late. It does seem like a lot of people are having issues. It's just weird. I mean, everyone, I guess, has issues once in a while, right? It's just part of life, I guess.
Life be lifing.
Life's, yeah. But I don't know. I feel like I'm a broken record when I say this. Like, I'm better than I used to be. Like, I feel like I say that a lot.
Yeah.
But it's the truth, right? Like, the old me I probably wouldn't even be sitting here talking on a microphone. I would just be in a corner somewhere sulking, having dark thoughts and stuff. But, like I said, I try very hard not to do that anymore. And I try to, change your mindset and change your outlook on stuff. And, more times than not, bad situations are temporary.
Right.
They don't last forever.
When we took a vacation, not we, as in you and I, but when I went to Jamaica, we were on this tour. And, it was a bus tour. And the bus driver said something that is like, I guess like a Jamaican phrase or, he said something along the lines of, you're not in a problem. You're in a situation. And there's a difference between a problem and a situation. Problem is like you had a stroke, you had a heart attack, you had some major life event, altering.
Uh-huh.
A situation is you didn't pay your car note on time. You didn't non-life threatening things. And basically what he was saying is that there are problems and then there are like real problems. You know? I don't know. That kind of resonated with me right now.
I mean, I guess I agree with that. I mean, there's, I don't know.
Because think about it. Problems are, things that don't have like,
I mean, there's things that, I mean, I would say there's things out of your control.
right. So this is how Joel and I different in a lot of ways. I'm more the type of, if I can't fix it at the moment, I'm not going to worry about it because I can't do anything at the particular moment. It doesn't mean that I put the problem to the side or sweep it under the rug. It's just, if I have a problem with the bank and it's like 10 o'clock at night, I can't fix it in that particular moment. So I'm not going to stress out about it. Why am I going to stress out if the bank doesn't open till like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning the next day?
Right.
You know what I mean? So now I'm going to be losing sleep over it. Now I'm going to wake up crabby. Now, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I tend to look at problems that way. If I can't handle it or fix it within my time span, I don't have to worry about it at that moment because I'm just stressing and stewing and getting upset over something that could probably be fixed with a phone call early tomorrow morning,
Okay. I'm adopting that mindset more and more.
Yeah.
But, however, excuse me. But I will dwell on it. I will play it through my mind and try to figure it out.
And different scenarios. And in the meantime, your brain is working and the anxiety is kicking in.
Oh, yeah.
And the shortness of breath is kicking in. And then, you know what I mean? And it's like the cycle. And it's just like, you can't fix it in the moment.
And then I'm thinking of like ways to, well, I was going to say ways to prevent it, but if you're in a situation, I mean, there's no preventing it happened. So, but I just how, all the wrong things.
Things
Basically,
at the moment.
Stuff that you're not supposed to do. That's what I do. So that's
and I'm like the opposite. Like,
see, but that's where that's where sometimes I get into a little disagreement with Gloria because sometimes Gloria's like, shoot first, ask questions later. She's like, instead of being preventative, she's like, just go, do whatever.
Let's just
and worry about it later. And I can't do that. I have to like, I don't know, proceed with caution. Like
he has to control every single little aspect.
Like to me, if you can prevent something or you can be like ahead of the curve.
Some things can't be prevented. Like you said, sometimes things happen. Sometimes, you know what I mean? You can't live your life worrying about if you could prevent something or avoid something. If it's going to happen to you, it's going to happen to you. Like no matter what you think. Oops, sorry, I just beat the microphone.
See, like you're getting angry.
I know I am. But no, seriously, when you get into constant, I don't want to say arguments, but like tiffs, right?
Yeah, because Gloria's like,
we'll
whatever. And I'm just like, no, let's prevent this from happening so we don't have to figure it out.
But it already happened.
Well, this is other things though. Stuff that you can see kind of from a mile away. But yeah, Gloria, she's like,
it's not like, again, it's not that I don't care. Like I worry about things. I really do, but just in due time,
Mm-hmm. And then there's argument there because you shouldn't worry at all. Right?
I'm not saying don't worry, don't think about it, just toss caution up and into the air. Be responsible with things, bad things are going to happen. And they happen to good people, they happen to bad people, life is a bitch and then you die. Like that's like,
well, that's kind of not a good,
No,
not a
really.
good. I get the saying, but yeah,
You get the saying?
yeah.
I don't mean to minimize problems, but it's like, unless I walk up to you with my left foot in my hand, like, take me to the hospital. Like, that's an emergency. Like, that's a life and death type of thing. If I'm holding my foot in my hand,
Well, we could have prevented that, Gloria. How did you?
I don't know. That was such a
we
bad
get into this?
hypothetical question.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah, I apologize out there. That's just horrible.
I am so out of it. I'm so sorry, you guys.
Yeah, it's a lack of sleep.
Lack of.
But I don't know. I just that and then patience, right? I'm not.
He has zero patience. If I don't have,
I don't want to say zero.
he has zero patience.
But it's not. It's not the best. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the most patient guy on the planet.
And see, the thing is that I've learned to be patient because I'm not a patient person. I am not. Like, I have no tolerance. Like, I hate.
So give me a quick losing your patience story that happened recently. Do you have anything that you can think of readily? I know of one for myself.
Well, one that happens to anybody and everybody at some point or another.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've talked about this before, when you're like in a hurry to do something and you are like grocery shopping at Walmart or any random store, and the person in front of you is like,
oh yeah, you did worth saying that.
So slow.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, oh my God, I have like so much stuff to do, and you're like in a hurry. And then you get to the checkout line, right? And then there's dear old Aunt Betty.
Paying with a check.
Paying with a check, or paying with their, 50
Counting
pennies.
all the pennies that are obsolete now.
Thank you for canceling pennies. I'm sorry. I hate pennies. I'm so glad that they're going to get out of circulation, But anyways,
Well,
I have no patience. I have paid for people's like $2. Like, you know what? Add the $2 to my tab. I was like, I'm gonna hurry. I don't have time for this. And people were arguing with it, like, no, I have them, lady. I don't.
oh, I've seen that before. Yeah.
No,
I have the money.
I don't care. Here. And the cashiers will take the money. They're like, I'm done with this too, know? And then today I lost my cookies at work. I don't think I've ever been so disastrous as I was today.
Well, recently and I don't like talking about this is kind of weird because you guys tell me I should talk about the book and all of that stuff, but this was related to that. So I was she's laughing because she already knows what I'm going to say. So there's this process you got to go through, right? Because I self-published the book, right? So there's this process you go through, and then once you approve like everything, it goes through this process where they look at it, make sure everything's good. You can order a proof to make sure it looks good. There's a whole process, whatever. So I had to re-edit some stuff. I was already anticipating this, right? And I finally hear back. And then, it didn't come out right. So I have to revise some stuff and resubmit it, which is going to make it take longer. And so I think this happened like on a Saturday. I finally got my book on Saturday. I looked at it, wasn't right. Had to redo all the stuff. This was like on a Saturday. So I resubmitted, whatever, weekend went by. And of course, I'm checking the site or checking my emails or checking this. And then it's like, after a while, I emailed them. I'm like, hey, what's going on? This is taking, I think something's wrong with your website or whatever. And then I'm sitting with Gloria, and it's like, you do realize it's only been like 2 days. It's like it's like Sometimes it's not. You just submitted it. It was like a day or two. I'm over here sweating it.
And then tell them the punchline.
What punchline?
Oh, wasn't this a story where you forgot to send the email or you didn't send?
No,
oh,
this is
is
completely
Oh,
unrelated.
okay, I thought it was
Oh,
the same
so
story.
that's another one. Here, I'll give you the guys another one. So on TikTok, I met somebody that has a bookstore, and I was thinking about submitting because they're trying to build like the largest indie book inventory or something like that. So I was interested, and I reached out, and I'm like, it'd be kind of cool to be in a bookstore. It's not in our state, but still be kind of cool. And so all I had to do was reach out, right, and get some information. So whatever, I did the email, forgot it, whatever. So when was it? Yesterday? Yesterday? I don't remember. I'm going through my email. I was looking for something for Gloria, I think. I look in my email, and there it's sitting in my drafts. And I'm over here like, why doesn't this lady get back to me? So, yeah, I'm looking in the email, and I see in the drafts that I didn't even send the email. So it's like, I'm over here, why isn't this lady getting a hold of me? Why this? And like I said, I'm like, what? I was whatever. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, I forgot to send the email. So here, Mr. Impatient.
I guess we all have those moments when we least expect them. We want to get things done and just happens.
I don't even know if I'd go as far as say as least expect them. When you're losing your, what.
Yeah, but sending an email is such a simple thing that it's just like sometimes I even forget to send.
Well, yeah, I do emails all day. So.
Right. So it's easy. You get a pass on that one, sir.
Yeah, well, I've had a lot on my mind.
Yeah, I know. And I'm sorry.
A lot on my brain.
So, speaking of losing my cookies today,
Isn't losing your cookies another euphemism for like getting sick?
You mean like upchucking? Like
Yeah.
that? Throwing up? Well, I spewed words.
Oh.
Yeah.
Word vomit.
Word vomit. People don't usually believe when they say that I have a temper or a short fuse.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very rare for me to kind of get to that point. I get there. And today just happened to be one of those days, I'm kind of embarrassed because...
Well, it's out there now, so you need to...
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not embarrassed to tell people. I'm just embarrassed about the situation.
Oh, about what you did?
Yes.
Or didn't do?
I could have handled it better. Definitely a little bit more professional, but without giving too much details, I'm still going to tell you guys, but I kind of have to keep some details, private. But part of my job is to advocate for clients, right? When their families can't be there for some reason or another, or, they don't have any other family member. I speak on their behalf, or, I make sure that if there's any problems, that the patient or the client isn't aware of the problem. So I'm in the background often trying to smooth things out and just kind of making sure that, they're comfortable in every aspect. Mentally, physically, emotionally, just,
that's your job.
That's
You're
my
a caregiver.
That's my job, and it entails so much more than what people think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you have been with the person or a client for a while, you kind of develop like, I don't want to say a friendship, but like
a relationship.
A relationship, I don't want to call it a professional relationship because it's not like professional. We're more personable with each other, Well,
once you get to know them, yeah.
Right,
And it's kind of a personal thing, right? Because you help them go to the washroom, right?
Yeah, I handle everything for them.
You help them. get
Not
their things.
everybody needs the same.
Well, yeah, not everyone needs the
No,
same
no,
thing,
but-
but you help them with like everyday things.
Yeah, everyday things.
Yeah.
And I'm not ashamed about that. We're all going to get there at one point or another. But anyways, something happened today to where the person wasn't getting. I've already spoken to so many other people in this facility, the administrator, supervisors. I am always in the background, but I'm there. I'm present.
Well, you're the person's representative, right?
Right. When they're in a facility, I'm more of a representative for them. I don't touch them. I don't do anything for them.
Well, because the facility is the one.
The facility is responsible for all that stuff while we're in there. Even if the client that I have is able to do all that stuff at home by themselves, and I'm just standing outside to make sure that they don't fall, or if they need to reach a brush or something, something simple like that. But in a facility, it's completely different. I can't be. I'm basically in the background. That's it. I'm there to report to the family and, kind of, like I said, I'm a ghost, but I'm doing things in the background to make sure that everything runs smoothly.
Right.
Today was not one of those days, I felt like this person was talking down to me because they really were, very condescending, very, I don't know who you are, but I don't care who you are. And like I said, I don't like to make my presence known. I'm just literally there to basically, if she wants something from the store, I run to the store and get it. Or if she needs clothes, I run to her house. I'm just there as an errand person, basically, in this type of setting. So when things go wrong, I don't like the clients to realize that there's something going wrong, right? So I'm trying to be very patient with this one person, and I keep getting talked down to. I was like, how do you know I'm not family, or how do you know I'm not something else, like, within your company? Like, you need to relax a little bit. So I basically kicked them out of the room, and I guess the supervisor caught wind of it, and they asked if everything was okay, and I just kind of...
You lost it.
I lost it, but I had already lost it with the guy that was in there trying to supposedly help. But he wasn't doing his job. He was basically saying, you're not important. I'm going to come back to you when I get to you. But not saying it directly. Kind of like, I'm in the middle of something. You just have to wait. Well, in the meantime, she needs to do something, and she has to get it taken care of, like, right now at the moment, I can't step in. So I'm frustrated because she's frustrated, and this guy's just being a dick, so I lost it. I really, really did. And I'm so embarrassed that I did, because I just slammed the door behind him, and I didn't realize that we were being, like, loud. And the supervisor caught wind of, like, what had happened. And I was so embarrassed, when I was talking to her. I was like, first off, I was like, I understand I'm in the wrong. I shouldn't have raised my voice. I shouldn't have slammed the door. I shouldn't have kicked him out. I was like, she's like, don't worry. I could hear everything that was being said. She's like, I'm only a couple doors down. I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to disrespect anybody, but she's like, you don't have to explain anything. She's like, I'll fix it. You won't have to deal with this anymore. But I know I can't. I'm not giving too much details, but again, it's a
No, but the
privacy
bottom
thing.
line
But
is,
the bottom line is that I lost my cookies. Like,
I when you say lost cookies, I just can't get past that.
no,
I'm sorry.
I know, and I'm saying that I had word vomit. Like, there were so many things coming out of my mouth, and I didn't realize what was coming out until after it came out.
Your ghetto was showing.
My ghetto showed today.
Yeah,
I'm not
happens to the best of us.
right, and the poor person that I was with, she was so confused about what was going on.
I mean, yeah, that I would imagine.
But it's a good thing that she's confused, because she doesn't know what was going on.
That sounded weird.
It sounded weird, but you know what I mean? She just thinks that I slammed the door on him, but she doesn't know, like, the whole situation,
So I totally relate to that because I know. I mean, I don't lose my temper like I used to, but I get that feeling, man. When afterwards, like you regret it, and like, I mean, once it's out there, you can't take it back.
I don't know if I regret it so much because I really don't.
Yeah, but it was bothering you,
It bothered me. It
right?
really did
And you
because
said you were embarrassed.
yes,
Right. So I get that.
yeah.
I've felt that before where, and I'm sure people out there have too. Like, I'm sure you say something you don't mean or
And see, the
you,
thing is, it's like I'm not a Karen. I'm not like over control. I'm not.
she's a Gloria.
I'm a Gloria. Um, I really do try to be calm and very
Patient.
patient at work, but today I think it's just a situation that I
Would
see
you
that.
say there's maybe some other stress related things?
No,
or-
it just stresses me out to see her stressed out,
Hmm.
and I kind of overreacted on her behalf. Maybe. I'm just surprised at myself that I lost my temper like that because I haven't done that in a really long time.
I haven't. I couldn't tell you the last time I lost my temper. I can't remember.
But see, the thing is that I lost my temper, but I was still professional about it. The only unprofessional thing that I did was I slammed the door on him, like in his face,
I thought you were gonna say tone. Your tone.
No, I'm not upset about the tone that I used because, believe me, if I had used the words and the tone that I really wanted to use, I would have been escorted out. I guarantee you.
Yeah. That wouldn't have been good.
No, and the thing is, it's like, I'm a super friendly person until I feel
Like threatened or
like
whatever.
just something about his voice and how he was talking down to me. Like, there's no.
Yeah, but you know what? At the same time, you can't control the other person and
No,
their
you
attitude.
can't. And I lost control in that situation, and I think that's where I feel embarrassed. I lost control of the situation to where I have the upper hand,
Uh-huh.
and I think that's why I'm embarrassed because I let the ghetto come out in me,
Yeah.
and I really try not to be like that at work because it's where I make my bread, where I make my money, where I'm able to, pay my bills, and you know what I mean. So I was embarrassed, but not, I'm definitely embarrassed for the family to potentially find out. I'm sure they'll catch wind of it somehow. Or maybe even through listening to the podcast.
They don't listen to the podcast.
You never know.
A lot of people don't listen to the podcast.
I'm about
Anyways.
to lose my temper with you, sir.
Did we learn anything, Gloria?
No.
Yeah, well, that was a waste of time.
No. I think I need to chill. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just, like I said, I just totally lost my patience, and I it wasn't so much because of me. It was just because I saw how frustrated she was, and she's such a nice lady.
But you kind of made it about you then, right? If
No.
you were making a scene or whatever.
If I wanted to make a scene, there would have been a scene. Trust me. Even though I lost my temper, there was still control.
There you are getting angry. Are you gonna turn green?
Maybe.
The Incredible Gloria.
No. But like I said, I guess I could have handled it better.
Okay, but then now you learned, right? You don't do that again. And
I'll do it 3 times over if I need to.
No, but why would you?
Because if I've already talked to the honcho, like the head
Okay.
honcho, and I've talked.
See, this is where we're getting into a mini argument. I disagree with you. Like you went through the situation, you should learn from it. So now next time you know who to go to, what to say, what to do, what not to do. Why would you repeat the same thing over?
Because I had already talked to the head honcho, and they assured me that the issue was going to be fixed. Then I talked to the supervisor, and they assured me that the situation was going to get fixed. So by the time I got down to this guy, I had already lost my patience, because if I talked to the upper person up here, like the honcho, right? Not the DON.
I don't even know what that means.
That's the director of nursing,
Oh,
right?
Okay.
The administrator basically is like administration. Like, they're at the top of the food chain. So if I went to the top of the food chain and I'm going down the line, it should have never gotten to the third person. It should have stopped at the top when I had that conversation where I was going to be assured that the problem was going to be taken care of. So I'm not looking for justification. I really don't care for people's opinions, to be honest. But I do agree that I could have handled it better.
Well, you're going to get it anyways. And all of you listening, go get her.
Go get me.
Yeah. Tell her what's what.
No.
Well,
But you know what? At the end of the day, I know that I did my job. I am still a compassionate person.
and then tomorrow you learned, right? This is the point I'm trying to make.
Huh?
Now you know not to do that again.
Again,
I said,
You
do not do that again.
you can mistreat me all you want. Not my patients and not my clients. That's where I draw the line.
Okay, and I understand that. But go through the proper channels, lady.
Okay, so tell me what you would have done.
Don't lose your temper with
I'm
me,
going to lose my
young
temper.
lady. All right, anyways, we're dropping that because she's giving me dirty looks.
No, really, I would like to know, in your opinion, what I should have done. If I've already followed the proper channel.
Well, the toothpaste is out of the tube. You ain't putting it back.
Oh no,
So
I'll
it's out.
smear that shit.
It's out.
Yeah, it's out.
So there's no use in trying to do anything.
No.
But my point is that you had to learn from it. And then, I mean, even if you have to go to a family member and say, hey, and have them intervene. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm there for.
Okay, but
I'm
still.
there so the family is calm, right? And the patient is calm.
Well, to me, it sounds like there was nothing calm going on.
Not to
So
me.
that's a lose-lose. Okay, so anyway, moving on.
No, but I will find this is the last thing I'm going to say. Right? At the end of the day, if my client is taken care of, right? Because I had a meltdown, which believe me, after that, everybody was on their A game before I left. As long as she's taken care of and the family is happy with how I handled the situation,
And
or
were they?
I don't know, I haven't talked to her
Yeah,
yet.
see, you don't even know.
But it is now 9:00, and I still haven't heard from the family. So if she would have been upset, believe me, I would have gotten a phone call.
No, that happens in the morning when you wake up.
Don't come into work
Yeah,
today.
don't come into work today. I've been there, done that.
No.
I know how that game goes.
I have yet to be fired from somewhere, so we'll see.
I got fired once, and that was the job, a couple years ago, just after we got married.
Uh-huh.
The one that put everything in shambles.
No, you know what, though? It's funny. I've never been fired from a job. I've quit my
I only
job.
quit a job once. I quit once, and then, man, I remember that day too. I just really quick. So I was working at this one place, and I was a purchaser. So I would purchase things, and purchasing was one of my jobs, anyways. So, anyways, I tried to make sure that we had certain items in stock, right? Because we helped people that came in that needed parts or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we had service vehicles that went out that needed parts, right? They took parts with them. So I would try to order so that our guys, our techs had parts with them,
Yeah.
and we would have parts in the shop.
Right.
So I didn't think I was over ordering or anything. I was just going maybe a couple extra here and there. And then for some reason, the owner, it was a lady. She just went off on me and like,
Oh, yeah, you did tell me this
yeah.
story.
And then I was like totally thrown off. And then I remember too, it was a Friday. It was payday. And then I just said, you know what? Can I have my check? I'm done. And then right then she was all like, but she was being very rude and very like,
Condescending.
yeah, like, and I'm kind of like trying to explain myself, and I thought, thought I was just doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So it completely took me off guard. So, anyways, and admittedly, and it's kind of funny now, I was already thinking about leaving that job, and I didn't want that job.
That
So
just gave you the extra incentive.
that gave me the extra incentive, and I got lucky too because I quit, but I got called from another place like a week later.
Yeah.
So I wasn't out of work that long.
No, it seems like you were supposed to leave that job anyway.
Like,
Either
yeah.
way.
But anyways, that's the only job I ever quit. And then I only got fired from one job, which was the one that was before this one I got now. And that was
a bad year.
Yeah, that was a really bad year. That was at the end of 2020. No, right at the beginning of 24.
Yeah, I think so.
And I went in one day, and then I walked out with no job. I was like, okay.
I remember you came home. We were joking about it a few days before that.
Yeah,
remember?
we were kind of joking about it because it was, I don't even remember the situation now, but Glo and I were joking around about it a little bit. And sure enough, when I went in there, and then it's on a Friday too.
Right.
Why do they wait? Well, I guess.
The end of the week, they didn't have to deal with you.
And they wait till the end of the day to do it. So it's like, dude, if you were going to let me go in the beginning of the week. So I got all week to...
to putz around?
No, I don't know.
No, but I do remember that day that you came home. And you were home early, and I happened to be home, or I had gotten home. I don't remember what...
No, you were on the way home, I think.
No, I was home.
No, you were not home because I sat in the driveway.
Oh,
and you called or I called, I don't remember. And I was super upset. And then, I wasn't yelling or anything. I was like on the verge of tears. I'm not gonna lie,
right?
Because we had just got married. It was a decent job, and just out of the blue, they just said, "Okay, we don't need you anymore."
Because that position that you had originally gotten hired for didn't even exist.
No, it was a new position. So it was like, I don't know. And then I ended up doing something that I wasn't even hired for. So whatever, it doesn't matter at this point. But
I just remember you're joking. I remember the conversation that we had. I was like, are you joking? You're like, I wish I was. And I was like, really? Like, I didn't know how to take it.
Well, yeah, like I said, we had just got married. I lost my job. It took me a while to find another job after that. I was unemployed for almost a year, right? It was like 9 months or something like that.
No, it was less than that. Maybe like
was it
7, 6,
7 months? It might have been. But
you know what though? Like in moments of stress like that, I think that's a make it or break it type of deal.
What do you mean?
Like with all the stress and everything that we had going on, like we just had gotten married.
Uh-huh. Oh, and then we had a fire.
And then at that point, we hadn't been living at the house for too long.
No, I don't remember how
long. I think it was only a year and a half that we had been living.
No, it was more than that.
Well, whatever, numbers, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that long, so we had like the mortgage and then we had the fire and then,
yeah, we had to live on basically savings and credit cards.
Savings, credit cards, and
whatever
I was making.
Yeah, and unemployment, which wasn't a lot.
No.
But it was.
But we made it through though, and that's like the good thing. You always have to look at the positive side.
Anyways, enough of our problems. But we kept, there were some tough times, and for the most part, I think I kept it together, which was
impressive.
Really good. Not
yeah.
Impressive. She says impressive.
Big words.
No, but we held it together for the most part. Was it there are times where I was just like, forget it, like, yeah.
We went on so many interviews too at that time.
Gosh.
Oh man, I just remember you had like 12, 13.
Not even more. And it's like, and then it was messed up because every time I would think, man, I nailed it, I'm gonna get it, And they're like, yeah, we'll call you, blah, blah, blah. And they would never call me. So it was a constant let down, let down, let down, let down. And you can imagine that that's gonna make you angry. You're gonna lose your temper. You're gonna just be like, forget it, or fall into depression, whatever. But I mean, here I am now. I mean, I got a job now, which I'm grateful for. I mean, it's not what I want to be doing, but
It's a job.
it's a job.
A job.
But yeah, I mean, I held it together for the most part. I didn't lose it, but I didn't do what Gloria did and lose it.
No, you didn't. You're a better person than I.
No, not at all. Since we were talking about losing our tempers and getting angry and coping and dealing and how we maneuver through that stuff, we went to ChatGPT and asked it about tempers. So we're gonna go through some of these questions.
Oh, great.
Did you want to do that?
Yes. Let's do it.
All right, lady. What usually sets you off faster than you'd like to admit?
Stupid people.
Oh my gosh, that was gonna be my answer. I don't have patience for ignorance.
No,
I don't know.
exactly what happened today. Stupid people.
Yeah, I would think people would be mine as well. I usually get along with everybody. I show everyone as much respect and all of that stuff, but sometimes, man, just like I cannot deal with this.
No, and that's the thing too. Like, I think I'm a pretty patient person for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think I'm a kind person at least 90% of the time. You know, I do have my little mood swings, proven today. But that's normal. We're human.
Yeah, we lose it sometimes. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Shoot, I think even Jesus lost his temper.
Well, when
He flipped some tables over.
yeah, I'm gonna flip tables.
Me too. All right, we're gonna run through these kind of fast.
All right.
So, when you lose your temper, what are you actually reacting to? The moment or something older?
The moment.
Yeah, I would say that too.
Word vomit moment right there.
I think once in a while I would go back to something else.
See, I'm going to keep this answer short. I am very good at separating home life and work life.
Yeah, I mean, me too.
At home, you know me, and you can attest to this. You know, I'm goofing around, jumping off the walls, dancing, singing, playing with the animals, you know.
Yeah, but I think this question is more like your situations in life that happened to you in the past.
Oh,
Are
no.
you like going back to that?
No.
Like, you know, that's like the fuel for your poison.
No, like I said, it's extremely rare for me to lose my temper.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's something that happened, it had to happen in that moment for me to lose it.
Right.
Yep. Next.
I would agree, but like I said, sometimes I will look back at, oh, see this because of this, or see this happen before. You know what I mean, people do that. What story are you telling yourself right before you snap?
What do you mean?
It's kind of along what I just said. So, for example, for myself, when something doesn't go your way, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, see, I knew this was going to happen. It happened, whatever.
Yeah.
This always happens.
But see, here's the separation between what happened today.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't mad about me. I was mad about her not getting her needs met.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, I think, where the difference is between losing the temper for myself and putting myself first.
Okay, but what was the story you were telling yourself before you lost it?
I wasn't even thinking anything. I was just like, why isn't this guy just doing what she needs? It's so basic and so quick.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where I lost my, why? And the condescending tone kind of added to it.
Yeah, I guess that wouldn't help, right?
No.
Okay, let's see. Who tends to get the worst version of you and Why them?
I don't know. I try to be my best self all over the place.
Yeah, I don't. There's no one in particular that sets me off like that where I
No.
snap at them.
You've seen me in all my
Glory,
glory, and all my
your Gloria.
Gloria phases. I was like, you get the realest version of me out there, I think.
Mhm.
But I'm pretty much the same anywhere I go.
Except for today.
Yeah. No regrets.
I don't really have anyone. Like I said, I don't. I try to be the. I mean, it's gonna sound stupid,
Cheesy.
but I try to be. Like I said, I try to carry myself. I try to respect everyone. I try to be considerate. I try to be as honest as possible. I try to. I try to be, I guess, the best version of me. I try to.
Yeah.
Doesn't always happen, but I try to carry myself a certain way.
We're humans.
I know we're human.
Yeah.
It's true, but
We're going to lose our tempers. We're going to yell. We're going to scream. We're going to be Karens at one point or another.
I'm trying to think if I've ever been a Karen.
I've been a Karen for you.
Yeah, you had. Yeah, this is funny, guys. And hey, I can fight my own battles, okay? But okay, and I'll tell you why. Here, this is exactly why. Because I'm like I just said, I try to be kind of passive and like whatever. Gloria's like, no, we're not doing that passive thing. I want to get ghetto. That's why.
But did the ghetto get us results?
Yeah, but sometimes you attract more flies with honey.
Did you attract anything that day?
I don't even remember what.
No, you don't. Let me tell the story really quick and then.
I don't even remember what story. I'm talking generally.
Let's talk about the lawnmower.
Oh, well,
that was my biggest got-in moment.
Yeah, but I was kind of, okay, I was kind of a Karen with that one.
You were
No.
Karen's little sister.
No, that's not true. Because after a while, I started actually going in there trying to get results. And I even left a scathing review.
Oh.
And how dare they?
I actually got her money back, so.
And then we got, no. Was it the lawnmower?
It was the lawnmower.
I don't remember you being involved in that at all.
Well, it was when you're
taking credit. You're taking credit for all of it.
We bought it.
Oh, that was the first time.
Yes.
I'm talking about the hardware store.
Oh, that was a whole different mess. But
babe, we tried to return it and they didn't want to take it back.
Because they knew it was broken from Go.
Yeah, I remember.
And I remember they were like, no, we're not going to accept it. And I was like, oh, hell no. We just paid like $600 for this. I was like.
Yeah, it was not a cheap lawnmower.
It was not. I was like, we just paid $600. Now we're going to have a paperweight.
Because we had just got the house. And of course, we were just coming from an apartment. So
we didn't have anything.
Needed like house stuff like lawnmower, weed whacker.
We have like a pretty big lawn, like,
oh my gosh,
so
if anybody wants to rent land, I'll rent it to you. That's like it's too much.
No, but it's funny because I'm gonna keep this short. We went and they were like, no, we can't accept this because you've already used it and there's like gas in there. I was like, well, that's how else were we supposed to find out that it wasn't working? We literally turned it on and it never turned back on. Like it turned off and that was it.
Know.
And the lady's going to look at me like, well, who do you want to talk to? I was like, obviously not you. I want to talk to whoever's in charge of you. And then this poor white guy comes down with this crazy Latina lady in the middle of Menards, was it?
Oh, yeah, I don't remember.
I don't remember what store it was, but. And he's like, oh, yeah, those got recalled. We can accept it.
Oh, yeah, I remember though.
All of that drama.
After all the drama, the guy comes down and it was a known problem. So they're like, oh, yeah, that's right. These things are garbage. You could take it back.
And all of them look stupid.
Yeah, they were all because they all tried to argue with us.
And they were fuming. And all I could do was smile. I was like, I am not Karen, but I am Karen. I am Karina, the Mexican Karen. Yes.
I do remember that. And then everybody was just kind of looking like, oh, okay. Yeah, that was kind of funny. Now in
It's my most victorious moment.
Anyways, why are we talking? There's probably one person left listening. Why are we even talking about that?
I don't know.
Anyways, so moving on. Do you feel more powerful or more out of control when you lose your temper?
No, I don't feel.
I would say powerful and then out of control.
I feel depends on the situation. Situation for today, I think I was justified.
Mm-hmm.
Any other time, like I want to admit to this once and only once, I have lost my temper with Joel a few times.
Unwarranted.
Unwarranted sometimes warranted. Sometimes he eggs me on.
That's not true.
Oh my God, be honest.
I'm not.
Tell the truth.
I'm not an instigator.
No, he instigates. He just likes to play the innocent, battered husband.
I don't like poking the bear.
He likes to play the battered husband. Let me tell you.
You know what? I will admit that sometimes I like to be petty and
exactly
poke.
So no, in those instances where like you're not poking me and I'm not in the mood to deal with your shenanigans, I feel bad. Obviously, because I apologize, right?
That's not true. Why do you lie to these people? We did an episode of that, talking about that. Liar.
Yeah, whatever. Play innocent if you want. I don't.
Anyways, continue.
Poor battered husband.
Yes, little old me. Continue.
No, that's it. That's the only time I feel bad. And if I feel justified, then no, I don't feel bad. It could because it's so rare for me to actually lose my temper that I don't feel bad about it when I do.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. What emotion are you avoiding by choosing anger instead?
Prison time.
It's not really an emotion, but yeah, prison time would not be good. What emotion?
I'm just trying to avoid going to prison.
I don't know. What emotion am I avoiding by... You okay over there?
Yeah.
You need a second?
No.
Wasn't that funny?
Oh, I'm hilarious.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Breathe.
Breathe, lady, breathe.
I'm breathing.
I don't know what emotion... What emotion are you avoiding? The embarrassment, maybe?
I don't know. I think that if you lose your temper, sometimes it can be embarrassing.
Well, you're choosing to be angry instead of embarrassed.
I'm choosing violence.
That's not the way.
I'm choosing nonviolence because I don't want to go to prison. Those are my emotions, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. We'll move on to the next one. Did you want to elaborate on it at all?
No, I
Just
think
say you just didn't want to get in trouble.
It's self-explanatory.
After you cool down, what do you wish you have said or done differently?
The only person that I apologized to was the person that I was there for. But like I said, they were kind of confused as to like what happened because they didn't see the whole situation. They just heard the situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I apologized and I clarified and she was okay. She went on about her business like nothing happened and that's my job.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I feel good.
Well, what I wish that I had done differently is not lose my temper in the first place. You know, and not, depending on the situation, like if you caused a scene or you had someone with you and they got kind of embarrassed because you lost your stuff and whatever. But I mean, the whole point is not to get to that point, right? I guess.
Yeah, I mean, in general sense, I think it's best to kind of like try to diffuse the situation.
Yeah.
Unless there are no other alternatives. You know what I mean? When I do catch myself a lot of the times
But that's a good thing, catching yourself.
No, I do catch myself because believe me, if I lost my temper as much as I really wanted to lose my temper, I would be in jail. Like, I'm not even, with the world today, it's like you kind of have to watch like your temper because you don't know what other people's intentions are, Not only that, it's just, I like my peace. And I think that's probably why I don't lose my temper as often as I probably could.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like a lot of the times I find it easier just to walk away, But in cases like today where I feel like somebody's being mistreated, if I'm defending somebody else, the way that they're being treated or not treated or being ignored or, a patient, or if I see a family member or friend being in a situation that they can't handle or they need help with, then of course I'm going to lose my temper. I'm trying to protect something.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's me personally, a lot of the times I just kind of like leave it alone because it's just like, I'm not going to deal with it. Like make an ass out of yourself, but I'm going to remain calm.
Mm-hmm.
Today was the exception for me though.
All right. What warning signs show up in your body before you blow up, and do you listen to them?
Usually I tense up.
Mm-hmm.
I could feel like my jaw, like this area right here, literally my jawline just kind of tighten. And that's pretty much it. Like I feel tense, like my body stiffens up a little bit, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have like I need to kind of diffuse the situation or whatever.
Usually my breathing changes. I suffer from anxiety issues anyway, so I feel my anxiety rise.
Right.
And there's almost like sometimes a sense of panic. And I try to avoid it at all costs.
I don't think for me it's a sense of panic. For me it's like like that. Like my jaw kind of clenches, and I feel my body just get aggressive. And then I was like, oh man, this is gonna be a bad moment. Maybe kind of chill for a little bit.
Right.
But I know way ahead of time when I'm gonna lose my temper.
Well, I think we're gonna leave it there.
Alrighty.
So don't get mad.
Get even.
Get even.
Yes. Don't get even.
Yeah, everyone out there listening, don't just be nice.
Yes. Don't take our word for anything.
Don't be a Gloria.
No, please don't. If you cannot handle yourself, please do not pull a Gloria. Unless you can defend yourself, then
That's
do
right.
it. Do it.
Or don't do it. All right, guys, don't forget the website, sessionsandlessonsunscripted.com. And if you want to drop us, an email and try to talk Gloria down, make her calm down and not lose her temper.
I'll show you calm.
sessionsandlessonsmail@gmail.com. And the socials, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of those things. TikTok's probably the most popular one, so
For now.
not saying don't visit the other ones, but TikTok's popular. Visit us there. And don't forget my book. Yes, I wrote a book.
Please tell me what the name of your book is, sir.
Well, it's funny that you asked. May December End, The Ballad of Joey Flowers. It's available right now on Amazon, Amazon Kindle, Nook, and Barnes & Noble. You can order it on their website, or I believe you can walk into the store and order it that way. Be like, hey, I heard about this cool, super nice author dude, and I would like to buy a copy of his book.
It's that easy.
It's that easy. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys listening, supporting. I think that's all I got. Running out of stuff to say. You have anything?
I know today doesn't seem like the right day to say it, but Be nice to each other. In all honesty, pick and choose your battles. Sip your tea, drink your coffee, and just chill.
And
relax.
And be nice.
Be nice to each other.
All right, guys. We'll catch you on the next episode.
Bye.
Sessions and lessons unscripted.